Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Bob. Very interesting questions that have not been asked before. Question number one, how do you deal with tennis elbow? Well, tennis elbow is usually on the outside of the elbow. Golfer's elbow is on the inside. I want you to know that I don't do either of those. We have so many people that injure their knees and shoulders with tennis, so that's kind of out of the league. And then when it comes to golfing, you have to do it so much, and I don't think I could concentrate to keep my left arm stiff long enough and keep my head down. But the bottom line is, it's usually a B6 need. How we determine B6 is through a blood test called a chem profile, and we look at the liver enzymes. And if your liver enzymes are low, it's a sign that you need B6. B6 is important to help make something called a prostaglandin, which takes away pain. Oftentimes people need oil. We see so many people today that use safflower and sunflower oil, which is an omega-6 fat, which will cause inflammation. So have your essential fatty acid blood spot done, and maybe have some blood tests done to check out your liver enzymes. Excellent question. Dr. Bob, can calcium-D-Glucarate get rid of excess testosterone out of the body? Well, calcium-D-Glucarate helps support liver function. Typically, we see high testosterone in a female that usually has a cyst on their ovaries, and the ovaries need iodine. If you have a low thyroid gland or a low T4, that's a body signal for iodine. You may consider a urine iodine loading test to check to see if you have enough iodine. Without enough iodine, your ovaries can't make progesterone to help balance the testosterone in the body, and when you have low iodine, you're going to have a cyst on your ovary. So if it's a female, I wasn't sure if this is a female asking this question, rarely do we see men with high testosterone. My son-in-law has something going on with the eyes for a few days, sensitive to light, burning, and he has little blisters in the crease and the top of the eyelids. Any thoughts? Well, I want you to know that we see this a lot. We use a product called Agricept L. It's a citric seed extract. You put 1 or 2 drops in a sterile spritz bottle and spritz it on the eye. Obviously, you got to watch what you're touching. Your hands clean. You don't want to be touching your eyes, especially with the virus. And I'm not saying it's a virus or not. Usually, we can see if somebody has a virus problem if we do a CBC with a differential and they have high lymph. Now, that's important to me. But I was just listening to a CD the other day about viruses. I want you to know I take L-lysine every day to prevent me from getting cold sores on my lips. So if it is a virus, maybe some L-lysine, or try the Agricept L. Dr. Bob, I saw your recent Periscope video and you're making salads. How do they stay fresh? Well, here's the key. You only use romaine lettuce, spinach, and arugula. I do not use spring mix. I do not use that salad greens that have those little blue and purple leaves in it because they get wet and they only last about a day or so. So I have airtight containers. You could use Pyrex or whatever you'd like. Airtight, they will last a week and they're very fresh. Dr. Bob, I wondered what your thoughts were on something called temporal arteritis, and I think that you mentioned you were diagnosed with that and you're treated with steroids. Well, it's a whole part of this whole polyrheumatic type of challenge, and I can tell you right now that your adrenal glands are probably weak. There's a great book called Adrenal Fatigue by James Wilson. You got to stay away from sugar and stress because your adrenal glands are probably exhausted. Have your blood pressure taken at a sitting position and then a standing position. If your blood pressure drops, it's a body signal to me that you have issues with adrenal function. I want to go back and revisit the testosterone again. I want to be really clear on this. I typically see high testosterone in females whose ovaries have cysts on them. They need iodine. That's why I wanted you to do the urine iodine loading test or have your T4 checked. Rarely do we see high testosterone in men. They usually have low testosterone and high estrogen. I wanted to clarify that. I'm Dr. Bob DeMaria, the Drugless Doctor.